Hey guys, welcome to Mitch's Music. And this morning I'm trying something a little different. So hopefully I'm coming through on Instagram. I'll check that a little bit later. If not, I'll just do the Instagram stream a little bit later. But hopefully I'm coming through a little bit better on YouTube today. Yesterday there was some audio problems. I did this back in the beginning of quarantine and it was a lot easier. Now a lot of things have changed because I haven't live streamed in a while, and just audio has completely changed. And so hopefully I'll get all of these kinks worked out, and none of that stuff will get in the way. But this morning I wanted to talk a little bit about getting stuck. So we always come to a point where we a lot of times when we start playing an instrument, um, we'll hit this point where everything's really exciting and we're learning a lot at one time. We're getting better and better, and then all of a sudden we just can't anymore. Like something gets us stuck. And so I wanted to talk about a couple of strategies I've always had to get unstuck. And the first one seems a little counterintuitive, but the best advice I ever had from my guitar teacher, like I said, back in eighth grade, was when you're ready to throw your guitar out the window, just put it down. And I remember I was working on just basic blues stuff and just trying to get my fingers coordinated, my both of my hands coordinated together, and I just couldn't do it. Um, and I kept practicing it and practicing it and practicing it, and I was getting more and more frustrated. I put the guitar down. I was so frustrated that I didn't play for a couple of days, maybe even close to a week. But when I picked up the guitar again, I was able to play the thing that I was working on. Probably not perfect yet, but I was able to play it. So a lot of times, one of the things that we just need to do is walk away. And I know what you're thinking. Well, um, you know, I want to keep practicing. And one of the other ways that I have started to work towards keeping keeping practicing while not being frustrated is I think it's okay to keep a lot of songs um, that you're working on. So I would say at any given time, have about 5 songs that you're working with. It could be, and I would even vary the things that you're working on. So maybe have one song where you're working on chords so that when you get frustrated with the melody or the picking patterns you're doing over here, you can practice chords and it's something completely different. There's so many things that we can learn when playing guitar. So just have several things in the hopper. So if you're working on chords, then have something where you're just working on picking on the other side. Even like simple intro riffs or something like that. Something just to change the aspect of the guitar that you're working on. You can always simplify it. I mean, the the point is to find a way to have fun again. So, like, once you get frustrated, you might need to put it down, or all you might need to do is just switch to a different technique, a different thing. Um, and so, put the guitar down, take a break, come back later. That's one way you could do it. Um, Keep a lot of things around so that you're working on different techniques. That's another way that you could do it. The third thing, goes back to what I was talking about yesterday. And yesterday, um, we talked about creating a community of people that you play guitar with, that you're excited to be around. You don't just want another thing to do. You actually want a community where you are so excited you actually have fun when you go. Another way to break through a plateau or learn a new technique that you are struggling with is to get around other people, because when you're with other people, when you're by yourself, a lot of time you're playing at your own speed. And so when you try to play along with the recording, you have your own speed most of the time, which is possibly really slow, or you have the recording speed if you're playing along with the recording, which is probably really fast for you. And when you're playing along with somebody else, especially if you find somebody that's a little bit more experienced than you and actually knows some of the songs that you're learning, you can find some sort of an in between. And you can also exchange ideas back and forth to help each other out. You can also do this with your teacher, but you don't necessarily always have to have a private teacher. You can just have a friend that you trust and that you enjoy playing with, and you guys can work it out. Guys, so there are three um, ways that you can improve your playing, break through a plateau, and get to the next level. So, tomorrow we are going to talk about levels. Um, there's a lot of these clickbaity ideas on online that is like, are you an intermediate guitarist? Are you an advanced guitarist? Find out with these 10 steps. And so we're going to talk a little bit about those levels and if they're important, and how you can kind of gauge where you are, because that's all it's about, is we're trying to gauge where we are in relation to other people. So come by tomorrow. Hopefully the audio was better on YouTube today. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you tomorrow.